Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey? And there are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward? So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles? Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely. And yet, for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean...
How...
As a fox, so it will probably... Since you are willing to...
What a childish conversation. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden shogun abolished the Vision Hunt decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt decree abolished? Oh, so... Huh, I'm here.
Protection of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura...
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting?
You literally told him. Seems like...
By the way, defeating Still,
Baycause.
wait a second, as in...
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh,
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin? The ballad... I'm not the...
You did...
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. She no longer... Thus the nose... Is that not... Judging by the result...
When you... Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come as a mark of... What would you like to know about? Sorry, I haven't a clue. But if you still... Not only does she not fit your description, that's good to hear.
Don't worry.
As for your brother's way, I'll let you know if I find out anything. That puppet, still, before A began...
So...
No. The original plan... Later, this... Some eccentric geniuses and...
What the...
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's I'm surprised.
Morat's told...
Yes.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War. Beelzebul is, as far as the world was... In fact,
Until what?
Makoto died.
Losing her sister must have been super...
That was when A be...
Paimon feels like...
I didn't spend a great...
Wow.
After leaving...
Ooh,
Yes, well, but their obsession... In Sumeru...
knowledge...
Yes.
lesser...
Oh, you... I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her, too. Are you sure? keep it safe. There was me.
Who in their
I see. Your ambition should be perhaps the reason. Continue on your.
Let's go, let's go.
Ah, traveler.
Hey, Catherine!
I went to the
Catherine? Wait, no! Okay, so
Who can say?
fair enough. Even though, wait. Fingers,
I'm sorry.
oh, it's,
Yes, as a...
really?
I will leave the request...
All right then.
Very well.